Hi everyone, welcome back with another video. Today we're going to do something very exciting. So we're getting some baby salamanders, and not only will we show you the unboxing, but I will also walk you through the enclosure setup for them. So if you're interested, keep watching. Okay, so let's set up their tub. I'll start with the size of the tub. So this is a Sterilite tub, 30 quart, if I am not mistaken. About, I want to say 20 inches by 15 by, I think 6 or 8 inches high. And that will be great for when there are babies, up until probably even when they're adults. So if we decide that they're, kind of tight in here, we will upgrade them to a bigger tub. But for right now, I think this will be plenty for them. So the supplies that we have, substrate. So we're going to use some topsoil, some sand, and eco earth. So that will keep the humidity and the moisture. We'll use some moss and some fake plants. We are setting it up bioactive, so we will have a cleanup crew. But as far as plants, since we are putting them in a tub, we can't really put a grow light on top of a closed tub, so that will not work, but that's okay. That's okay, it will still be bioactive. And then some hides and a water dish. Okay, so let's start with the substrate. Okay, so let's start with the eco earth. And I will probably just dump this whole thing in here. We want to give them probably at least a couple of inches of dirt. Not for them only, but also for the cleanup crew. So we're going to moisten that later, but let's add the topsoil. If I know where the opening is, that would be great. Okay. Start with this much. Let's take out whatever this is. Okay, let's add the sand. So this is probably a good 3 inches of that substrate, so that's great. Like I had mentioned, the more substrate the better, not only for the salamanders, but also for the cleanup crew. Okay, this looks kind of dry, so let's go ahead and put some water in it. Okay, the substrate is nice and damp, so let's go ahead and think about where we want to put things, the plant placement and the hides as well. Okay, so this is the basic setup here. We got the hides right here, the water dish, some coverage in the form of the fake plant. There's the little one in here. And I also added some moss, so hopefully with how damp the substrate is gonna be and how humid it will be in this tub, hopefully the moss will grow nice and nice and green. Okay, so let's go ahead and add our cleanup crew. So we got temperate springtails. So they're gonna be good eating any mold and any other waste. Don't know if you can see them, they're very little. So let's add them. And let's hope they reproduce. Now, for the isopods, I got a lot of all different powder morphs here. I don't know if you can see. Maybe you can see, maybe you can't. But those are powder isopods, and there are different morphs, as you can see, the orange, the Oreo ones. I think we have white ones in here. Most of them are brown though, because they're living together in our dubia roach bin actually. So how we have our dubia roaches set up, it's a bioactive bin, which, you know, actually we've been really liking it. It keeps it pretty clean. So we have a ton of isopods in there, which works because whenever we have to put some isopods in new enclosures or old enclosures, that's where we get our isopods from, so we don't have to buy them. Just a quick note from the future me, because I forgot to mention that when I was setting up the bin. The isopods that I am putting in the bin will also serve as their food. They're actually perfect size for them right now, and since they are insect eaters, they will also, I'm sure, hunt down all the isopods that we're putting in the enclosure. So let's put them in here. Okay, so now let's go ahead and add leaf litter. Leaf litter. And the leaf litter is a great food source for the isopods. Obviously, we want the isopods to eat the waste that salamanders will produce, but they will also feed on the leaf litter as well. So let's make sure that we have a nice layer of the leaf litter here. I found a little stick. That's cool. We might add maybe a rock or two here and there, but this is basically what the salamanders are going to live in for the next however many months or years it will take them to outgrow this tub. Okay, I think we are ready to welcome our new salamanders home, so let's go and pick them up.
Hey guys, we just got our fire skinks in. So excited to get these unboxed and show you what they look like. We got them from Scotland McCarthy at Salamanders Anonymous. You can find his Salamanders own morph market, so I highly recommend if you're in the market for salamanders, check him out.
I mean, who isn't in the market for salamanders, right?
Who doesn't want a frog lizard?
Yeah. No, I am super excited about these guys. We actually got a few animals in today, and I think those are the ones that I am the most excited about.
I see them already. Very little guys.
Oh my gosh. I'm in love. So the most important thing, they are alive and well.
They look to be very aware and they're active. I think one might be buried under the paper towel. He's hiding.
Yeah, I think so. Somewhere in here, right?
Yeah. Yep, I see them.
Maybe a little more shy. That's okay. So those are fire salamanders, like John had mentioned. They are a specific subspecies, aren't they?
Yeah.
They are. We will show you the specific listing maybe for them, but fire salamanders, I think in general, correct me if I'm wrong, but they are from Europe. Pretty wide range for them, from Spain to the Balkans, the southeast part of Europe, and even in Poland, which I am very excited about because if you guys don't know, I was born and raised in Poland.
So yeah, these guys are they're another type of amphibian, so similar care to other types of frogs. You don't want to use chlorinated water. You want to make sure your water's treated and dechlorinated. Keep them cooler than you would most reptiles. So because amphibians can't take a lot of heat, you want to keep these guys at the highest temp around 80 degrees. No more than that. And you want to make sure their enclosure or their tub setup is always moist. So keep their humidity around 50 to 80% as well.
Okay, let's get them in their tub. Okay guys, so you've seen me set up this tub, so let's just give it maybe some more spray and fill in the water dish for them.
Before we put them in, we're going to show you off one of the labels we produced here at Shadowland Serpentry. So you'll see they're called Ed, Ed, and Eddie. If you know, you know.
Exactly.
But this is a species label. We have them for the majority of our reptiles and amphibians here. It shows their names, what species they are, their common name, their scientific name, general care facts about them, whether they're nocturnal, what size they grow to, and where they're from. So you can actually go to our website to pick these up as well. We do make them custom if the species isn't listed. So just let us know and we can get a picture of your animal and also add that and send it to you.
Yep. And check out our website for other merch of ours and also other products that are related to reptiles, amphibians, and wildlife in general. Okay.
Let's get these guys in their new tub.
Do you want to do the honors?
At this size, they're going to probably be in here for a while.
Oh, I'm sure. I was a little nervous about the size of this tub because we weren't sure exactly how big they were gonna be. We didn't know 3 inches, but you just don't realize how small they are or how big they are until they actually arrive. But yeah, these guys are very small, so this tub will last them quite a long time, I feel like. They're all moving and they look alert. We don't see any issues with them, which is great.
This one doesn't want to leave me. There you go. And let me get the third one out.
I think it will be pretty difficult to find them in this tub. But that's okay, they have a lot of hiding areas. They are small enough to get under a leaf and we would never know that they're there. But like I said, that's good. At this size in the wild, they probably don't want to be out very, very much anyway. And even though we named them Eden and Eddie, we actually don't know whether they're male or female. They're just too small to tell. So we'll see what they turn out to be. We got 3 just because maybe in the future it would be cool to have some breeding going on for these guys. But even if they turn out to be all males or all females, that's okay too.
And also having 3 helps us rotate them with our educational shows in the area.
Exactly.
So we can take one out and not have them out too frequently so we don't stress them out.
Yep, amphibians tend to get stressed out a little more easily than your reptiles. So definitely when we were thinking about getting salamanders, that was number 1 in our minds. You know, you don't want to stress them out too much. So like John said, we can rotate them and they should be fine. So it's been a couple of weeks since we got Eden and Eddie, so let's give you a little bit of an update. So the first thing that you'll see is that I took out the big fake plant because it was kind of in the way here, and I figured that they had enough of the coverage with all of the leaf litter and the hides. So as you can see, it's staying nice and damp in here. The humidity has been great with keeping them in the tub, and the temperature is pretty good too since we're keeping them on the ground. So let's see where they are. Okay, looks like 2 of them are here. And they're the 2 that actually have been eating the most. As you can see, they are pretty chunky. Let's see if we can find the 3rd one. There he is. So looks like he's been eating pretty well too. I believe that this is the one that was pretty shy during the unboxing and was hiding under the sphagnum moss. He's the one that kind of hides and runs away the most, but it looks like he's been eating well, so that's awesome. So I mostly tongue feed them just to make sure that all of them are eating, but I've also been leaving food in here in this food dish, and it's been consistently disappearing, so that's amazing. I do think that these 2 are mostly eating that food, but like I said, it does look like the 3rd one is also eating pretty well, so that's great. So yeah, just a little bit of an update. They're doing amazing, and we cannot wait to see them grow and hopefully start taking them to our educational shows. Okay, that's it for this video, and see you in the next one. Just get in there. I need to put back your hide. Come on, get in there. Get in there. Get in there. Right in there. Yeah, right in there. There you go. You too. Come on. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Or just get out of the way. Get out of the way. Okay, thank you.